my gosh, welcome back. Zoe Flowers here, back with another reading. And this one is, what is the lunar eclipse in Scorpio ending for you? So we know that eclipses can bring sudden endings. You know, they can end things that we've let go on too long. Now, I would not recommend any serious rituals with this particular eclipse because, again, it is in Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, traditional ruler. And, you know, it can be just a little iffy. There's lots of other planetary things happening right now. So, again, I would not recommend doing any heavy rituals right now. If you do go to my IG channel, the Magic Hours or the Z, I do have some just light things that you can do, very benign, you know, things that you can do for this particular eclipse, but nothing, you know, nothing heavy ritual at all. Nothing heavy at all. Because again, we just, you know, it's a full moon, lunar eclipses, it's a full moon. Again, it's in Scorpio, so we don't want to play around. Eclipses can be disrupting enough just on their own, bringing things, you know, perhaps thinking about like the tower energy where they just, you know, end things so something new can be born. So again, we just don't want to play with that too much. So let's get into this reading though, right? So just as always, we have 3 cards here, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And, you know, I want you to just take a second and take a deep breath in, exhale out. See, sense, or imagine a beautiful white bubble of light surrounding you, encapsulating you. Taking another deep breath in, exhaling out, letting the shoulders drop, tuning into the area around the tailbone, and around the sacral chakra. And see, sense, or imagine any energies that you no longer need to carry floating out of that white bubble of light. Letting yourself be in a state of peace, letting the shoulders drop even more. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And for pile 1, we have this goddess image. For pile 2, we have an Oshun image. Pile 3, we have another goddess image. And so go ahead and pick the pile that resonates for you. Of course, you might want to pick more than one pile. That's totally fine. And I will see you all on the other side. Bye. All right, pile 1, let's go ahead and see. So again, if you pick the goddess, this is the pile for you. Let's go ahead and see. Wow, the light's doing something really interesting. Let's go ahead and get into this and see what the eclipse is ending, right? What is this lunar eclipse in Scorpio ending in your life? And of course, what's beginning, right? Because we can't take stuff out without putting stuff in. So let's see what's ending though. What's ending for you? So we have green aventurine, prosperity, fortune, opportunity, known as the good luck stone or the stone of opportunity. Aventurine is used to attract abundance into your life. Whoa. So right off the bat, if things have been stagnant for you, listen, I hope this is my pile. I hope this is my pile, child. Shoot. Okay. So it says it propels growth, not just physically, but also personally, presenting learning opportunities for your soul's evolution. Aventurine also aligns situations so opportunities appear. Acting as a stabilizing force, Aventurine balances male and female energy to bring soothing harmony between the yin and yang. So, and also, if you've been dealing with hormonal issues, pile number one, um, if you're going through specific stages of life, maybe that's why I was guided to the Sacred Cycles deck, because maybe you're going through certain stages of life, either menopause or perimenopause, or even if you're going through your solar return, sometimes that can bring about hormonal imbalances. And so this Scorpio lunar eclipse is going to be bringing that to an end. Adventuring can also attract love, complementing the heart chakra and resolving lingering emotional issues. So what I'm hearing is lingering emotional issues, issues with the heart chakra, things of that nature. This eclipse will be bringing those to a close. Now, this might mean, ending some relationships. That's just what I'm feeling. I don't know. We'll see what the cards say, but that's what I'm feeling, is doing that. But also making sure that you're getting your doctor's appointments in. If, I had a lot of issues with my insurance and I recently got that fixed. So I've been able to go to a lot of doctor's appointments. So I highly recommend that you all do that as well, right? Go ahead and get your doctor's appointments and things like that. And hopefully the Scorpio lunar eclipse will help you to do that. So again, more of this, right? This fixed energy. We have stability, persistent loyalty, and dependability, but that's not what we're looking at. So first of all, the fixed signs, the thing about the fixed signs, right? They are the signs that are firmly sort of ensconced in the season that they represent. So for example, Scorpio is fixed water, because when we are in Scorpio season, we are fully into fall, right? Mutable signs are the in between. So for example, Sagittarius would be mutable fire because it's in between fall and winter. And then of course, cardinal is the initiating force. So Capricorn would be cardinal, initiating us into wintertime. Makes sense? So, but again, for you, so here we have Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. So of course we just had a Taurus, we're in Taurus season now. We had a Taurus new moon a couple of days ago that was very powerful on the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse. We had that. And so then again, here we are with Scorpio, the Scorpio full moon, and that's exactly what we're talking about. But again, what I see here is again an end to that stuck energy, that fixed energy, right? Because fixed energy can be kind of slow and stubborn. So again, any stubborn, lingering heart chakra issues, but also sacral issues, because we did start out with that sacral meditation. And so any issues around heartbreak, heartache, and things like that that are lingering in the sacral area, this Scorpio eclipse, I don't know why I'm getting so stuck on my words. It's so weird. We'll be moving that out. And then we have house 10, structure, discipline, life, mission, accomplishment, and career. So with this sort of heavy energy moving out, then you will have a greater sense. And here's one of my totems, the owl showing up. Hello, Lechusa. You will have a renewed sense of structure, discipline, what your life mission is, your accomplishment, and your career. And I'll say it again, man, I would want this to be my pile. So if you feel like you've been sloshing along, blocked in this area, again, the new moon, the full moon is here to, and full moons are also about culmination. So bringing those things to a close. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Oh, this was upside down, wasn't it? It sure was. Well, my goodness. Didn't I say issues, reproductive issues, menopause, this, that, the other. So we have cervix in reverse. So maybe you're somebody who, suffers with fibroids or Again, just other issues that may or may not be related to sexual trauma, betrayal, things of that nature. So again, this would be a very good month to, go to that gynecologist. I know that that can be really challenging for people who've experienced certain things. I definitely have lots of experience, sadly, with those kind of issues, and have since 2020 found a really amazing um, gynecologist, and it just has made things much better for me. I still get like super antsy after certain examinations and things like that, but having a good doctor that I actually trust makes all the difference. And this is also giving me the Ouroboros. Even though it's her hair, this is really giving me an Ouroboros feel, the serpent that swallows its own tail, which is a sign of regeneration. I think that's what this is actually trying to represent. You know what? Let me look at the book. Let me see what the book says. And I think I say all the time, this is why I really enjoy reading. One of the reasons why I enjoy using different cards for different seasons is because at this point I have so many that I don't always get a chance to use them all. And so this is a great practice, because I got this deck in January and I've only used it a couple of times. So it says cervix. Acting as a sacred boundary and gateway, the cervix protects the sanctum of the womb space. Located at the end of the vaginal canal, it shifts position and shape throughout the hormonal cycle. Yo. Yeah. So definitely, again, if there's hormonal imbalances and things like that, this Scorpio energy, which rules the reproductive organs, is giving you that push. And maybe this video is what you needed to get that push to go and get yourself checked out. It says expanding, contracting, releasing fluids, and adjusting as needed to the sacred body's energetic experience. This threshold invites you to acknowledge your boundaries and edges of comfort. Interesting, because I've been doing boundaries all day today, man. Let me tell you something. And so if you are also a person who's had trouble setting boundaries, if you've had trouble being fixed and being stable, then this Scorpio full moon will be, assisting you with creating your boundaries, because again, this was in reverse. And again, people who have experienced trauma, it's hard for us to set boundaries sometimes because we get locked into these circular patterns. Some of it can be karmic. I hope I'm not rambling. Okay, it is time to consider the relationships, contracts, and connections in your life. And did I not say some relationships might have to come to an end? Find clarity around who and what is rooted in integrity and where trust has been broken. My goodness. With this comes the balancing act between safely de-armoring the blockages constructed from fear or trauma. Lord have mercy. All I can say is thank you, Spirit. Because I don't always, I just be saying stuff, and I'm still learning to trust the messages as well. So this is amazing. This process is slow and steady. No need to rush. Allow yourself the time and space to connect with wisdom of this inner boundary and apply its guidance to your experience. Journal prompt: where in my life and with whom do I need more or fewer boundaries? Boom. The eclipse is going to let you know. The green man. All that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all that I do. So here's that abundance again, and more green. So I'm definitely going to need the book for this one, because for the archetypes, 100%, because I definitely do not know what this thing is about here. Okay. So we have the number 15. 1 + 5 is 6. 6 is family in numerology. Is there anything else I want to say about that? No, I'm doing a video. Is there anything else I want to say about 6? So, Sage, Child of Shadow. I'm going to read that. Oh, here we go. 6, Nurture. The essence resonates with nurturing family first, then friends and the community. It takes nurturing responsibility seriously. It promotes harmony and encourages an idealistic way of life. Descriptive words are idealistic, domestic, nurturing, compassionate, cooperative, responsible, harmonious, and family centric. So, that's what the number 6 represents in numerology. So if there are blockages and things like that, yes, it is in this area. The eclipse is going to usher those things out as well. So let's get into this. Can you close the door behind you, please? This Sage, Child of Shadow. Let's see what that is about. I'm gonna just take a gander first before I read this. Okay, I'm gonna just use some intuition first. So this is giving me very much, wow, there's that owl again. So one of my colleagues says about the owl, because the owl brings truth, the owl brings wisdom. And one of the things they said was, within every truth is a lie, and within every lie is the truth. This Sage, Child of Shadow, what this means to me is that if you were a sensitive child, a divine child, and for whatever reason, oh my God, the owl is sitting right under the owl. Holy smokes. This is why they wanted me to do it like this. I wanted to do it like camera on, and then I just show you the cards, but Spirit was like, no, they need to see the cards today. It's just easier for me to do like camera on and just holding up the cards. But anyway, so this is like, again, not being able to speak your truth, not being able to be really connected to your divinity as a child, and that going with you through life. But let's see what this says. Ignorant and cavalier, overestimating limited knowledge, hoarding information, and lording it over others. Consider that seeing clearly from just one point of view is not seeing clearly. How can you be more open to other ways of thinking? I still stand by what I said. This says ignorant and cavalier, overestimating limited knowledge. So again, if you were the child of trauma, if you had knowledge and you weren't able to share it, you weren't connected to it, then you definitely would overestimate things. You would probably jump into things without having all of the information. And so again, this disconnection maybe to your own wisdom, or not trusting your own wisdom, is what I'm feeling is coming to an end in this eclipse. What else is coming to an end, or where we're moving into, is a queen, provider of light. So we're going from an insecure child, right, that doesn't trust its intuition, that overestimates its abilities without getting all the facts, without doing all the things that it needs to do. We're shifting into this queen, provider of light. Let's move some of these over. It's so interesting too how the owl is over the owl and the cervix is over the provider of light. So let's see what this says. Oh, queen. Okay, so queen is its own thing. Okay. Queen, provider of light. Sorry for all the noise. Okay. Diplomatic and clear, using radical honesty to shed light on injustices, recognizing the impact of words. The truth will set you free. Speak your truth. Whoa. Didn't we just talk about the truth and how within every truth is a lie and within every lie is the truth? It says, understand your duty in keeping balance internally and externally. How do you hold court? What is your impact? So there you have it. That's what's being moved to. So again, following cycles of life, going from an insecure child to a provider, a woman, a queen, I should say. Woman, a queen. Yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. Okay. There's a lot that I could say here. It's interesting about these pedestals of light. This is feeling like incorporating the DNA, because so many of these things feel like a DNA thing to me. So it's like incorporating your DNA, standing on the DNA. This is the heart here. So, I mean, the throat. So this is like having a very strong throat chakra to me. We have, I don't know if this is the eagle or a falcon. I'm not quite sure. Maybe that's an eagle. I'm not sure. I'm not a bird expert. We also have the moon here. We have some pyramids. We have some mountains in the background. So this is, oh shoot, it says queen provider of light. And here I was thinking standing on the light. And integration. Wow. And then we've got, I'm just seeing so many things here. We've got like a little low-key rainbow in here, like a prism. So this is like, again, connecting to life, imparting your light, your DNA into all aspects of life, into the animal kingdom, etc. That's lit. Okay. What else is being... We have mustard. What doors are being closed? Mustard, hops, dandelion. Okay. Well, now this is, what did I do with, oh, duh, the books are right over here. What did I do with those books? I had those books. Oh, here they are. Okay, so because it's what, we'll do dawn, because it's what doors are closing. So mustard in reverse. Oh, okay. These cards don't get read upside down. Fine. I think Spirit told me that before. Okay. Mustard. All right. You've mastered the broad strokes. Now it's time to get really into the nitty-gritty of mustard's tiny seeds. Stop looking at the bigger picture and focus on the minutia. Whether it's a problem, project, or a situation, paying attention to the details will pay dividends. There's skill in being able to flesh out the intricacies of a situation, and that is where you'll really flourish right now. So again, for me, this is like fogginess going away and being able to hone in. So if there, again, is a lack of clarity of focus, I'm getting like, again, like a foggy energy. That is what this eclipse is going to bring to an end. And things are just getting more and more clear. So we have hops. So this is about walls and boundaries. It says walls, buildings, boulders, nothing stands in the way of a hop. The Romans called it the wolf among the willows for its voracious growing habits. It is an explorer, as are you, moving swiftly over and around the obstacle life throws in your way. You are victorious, rising above the odds. Now is not the time to let anything slow you down. So boom, again, any obstacles that are in your way, this eclipse is taking them out. Master number 33, dandelion. And we know dandelion is also, it just grows everywhere, right? And it says, though the dandelion starts life earthbound and steady, it transforms in the fall into a state where the earth cannot contain it anymore, and it becomes airborne and ready for a new adventure. This card represents being stuck between choices, staying rooted to the safety of the ground or taking flight to new lands. This decision cannot be made lightly and waiting for the right time to achieve results, but the decision must be made all the same. You cannot wait in limbo forever. So more of the same, folks. I want to see, so we have mustard, we have dandelion, and we have hops. And I want to see if those all fall within, because this book is separated by seasons. Okay, so hops is in the summertime, and mustard is in the fall. So mustard and dandelion are in the fall. Hops is in the summertime. So this is these initial barriers and things like that being removed now. Well, it's not quite summer yet. Being removed in the summertime, and then things really starting to pick up, and you really start to see changes in the fall. So that makes me want to actually get another deck. And I don't think y'all mind this being long. I mean, I know for me, when I get my readings, I love for the pick of cards to be long, honey. It's like, give me more cards. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can get these months together. I think that's all of them. All right, that's why I love this deck. Okay, so let's see. When will pile one really start to see things? Thank you. You saw that, right? I just want you to just like, share, and subscribe, because I just want y'all to understand the connection over here. I just want the community to understand what's popping over here. Your girl is not playing any games, or should I say spirit is not playing games with me, because I certainly cannot take what other month credit, full credit, except for just being open. Whoa, there we go. Oh, y'all didn't see it. It fell out. Like, you saw it. It fell out. So the song I'm hearing is Optimistic, which was like one of my favorite songs during the pandemic. Your head to the sky, you can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? Change is coming. August and October are going to be very pivotal months for you. So, as I said in the beginning of this reading, this was, yeah, that's what it was. As I said in the beginning of this reading, I would not recommend any rituals during this particular eclipse. If you're going to do anything, do them in August and October, okay? The Leo season part of August. All right. So, Temple of Black Obsidian, Dark Healing Chamber. Again, we asked, what is coming to an end? So this gives me Dark Night of the Soul. This gives me very much going into, again, temple, isolation. You know, maybe you've been working with sacred geometry, right? And things like that. And so again, the work that you have been putting in is coming to fruition. So isolation coming to an end, self-doubt coming to an end, stepping into who you fully are, stepping into your wisdom, stepping into the truth. What else is coming to an end? So we have feeling not enough, frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. What else is coming to an end? Yeah. Restless nights, the Nine of Swords, nightmares, fears coming to an end. What else is coming to an end? Okay, so we have the Owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. So again, not trusting your intuition. I don't know how many owls does it take to make us believe what we're saying. How many owls? By matter of fact, yeah, this is Lechusa, the white owl. Y'all, how many owls does it take to make you believe that you're the high priestess or the high priest? Huh? How many owls does it take to let you feel like the emperor or the magician or the hierophant? Also breaking generational. Well, I guess I'll start using the word curses. I never really was one for the word curse, but considering a curse is just negative thoughts, ideas, and things like that perpetually being thrown or thought, perpetual thoughts being thoughted, perpetual thoughts being thoughted. Um, I'm seeing it into generational curses. That's what I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. Generations and generations of not feeling good enough, of staying up late at night, insomnia, bad dreams, not prospering. This is lit. Lastly, what's coming to an end? Badger spirit, be fearless and bold in reverse. 4 is a very special number for me. 4 represents foundation, 4 walls, 4 elements. 444, September 4th, December 4th. 4 is a big number for me. So be fearless and bold, right? So having that in reverse, that is coming to an end. You not feeling good enough to be yourself, to express yourself. Express yourself. You got to be. Go on and work the body. All right, pile number 1. That's what I got. This was lit. This made me feel great. And I will see y'all next time. Bye. Okay, friends, if you picked Ochun, you picked pile number 2. Oh my gosh. And that's, yeah. This was a gift. I don't wear this enough. I need to wear this more. I need to wear this more. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. Okay. So we have golden healer, abundance. Oh, okay. So if you haven't stepped into your Ochun energy, right, your sensuality, etc. And I did not pull this on purpose. Oshun's color is yellow. I didn't do that on purpose. I just picked it and dropped it. Yellow golden healer. So what the eclipse is ending and what's beginning: abundance, expansion, golden rays. Universal life force flows strongly with the golden healer with an exceedingly high vibration. Golden healer carries bioscalar waves, an abundant form of power that increases in spatial mass. This potent energy can expand awareness across multiple dimensions, transforming your vibration all the way down to the cells in your body. Connected to the solar plexus, this stone allows the highest form of healing for your identity and self-worth, releasing ancestral trauma that may have affected you and been passed down through your family lineage. Let's get it. It's about to get deep. It's about to get deep. It's about to get deep. So again, if you aren't feeling your Oshun energy, if you've been having a low vibration, the eclipse is here to end opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. Didn't we have imbalance in here? No, maybe that was pile number 1. Pile number 2, you might also, I don't want to speak too soon, but you might also resonate to pile number 1. But basically the eclipse is bringing an end to opposition. Opposition to your self-identity, to blockages in the solar plexus. So perhaps I actually just bought some lemon essential oil Sunday. So perhaps getting some lemon essential oil to rub on your solar plexus, perhaps getting a candle that resonates to the solar plexus. Of course, I added some of my own little stuff to that. But yeah, just paying more attention to the solar plexus for the next 6 months or so, because the eclipse energy does stay with us for 6 months. Okay, we have clitoris in reverse. Again, if you're not feeling sexual, you're not into your Oshun energy, this is coming to an end. Okay? This is coming to an end. I am going to read from the book, though. That is number 48. Pleasure is my birthright. An intricate web of nerves networking well beyond what many believe it to be, the clitoris expands throughout the vulval area surrounding the vaginal opening and is filled with around 8,000 nerve endings designed purely for the purpose of pleasure and derived from the Greek word for key. Okay, clitoris. The clitoris holds one potential source of the felt experience of bliss within the sacred body. Excuse me. And I said sacral. Isn't that interesting? It's time to claim pleasure fully. You can start looking for simple ways to cultivate more joy each day as you seek out what fills your mind, body, and soul with sensation of delight. Witness the signs and synchronicities that show up to support you along this path. The magnetic energy of joy is undeniable, which is what might make it scary to those who would perpetuate shame around pleasure. Life can and should be a pleasurable experience. You are capable of experiencing infinite depths of bliss. It's time to give yourself permission to do so and be willing to take the steps needed to release anything standing in the way of your pleasure. Is there something inhibiting me from experiencing deep pleasure? There we go. Period. What else is ending? Y'all. Inner power. Let it be known, no will or desire is more powerful than I embodied. This is all about your solar plexus, your ocean energy, experiencing pleasure. Like, that's all this is about. I just want to marvel in all of this yellow. Really. All of this yellow is just stunning. I don't know what's going on with my lighting. Doesn't seem as bright as it was. But yeah. This is all about you and your solar plexus work. Let me move this down so you can actually see. Okay. All right. Okay. Just trying to adjust that lighting. All right. So that's that on that. Let's see what else we got. What's coming to an end? Huntress, child of light. Let's see what this huntress is. Instinctual and confident. Determined and in flow. The effort to achieve is natural. The gentle hawk man herself. Stay focused on the task at hand. What do you do to build stamina and focus? So again, this has to do with your stamina and your focus. So if you haven't been feeling that, if you've been feeling sluggish, that is definitely coming to an end. Again, we have lots of yellow here and some green. So this is definitely solar plexus rejuvenation. We have Rowan. Let's see what Rowan is talking about. So this is summer. This is the summer plant. Rowan trees are seen as a symbol of tenacity, capable of growing in the tiniest crevices in cliff sides and rocks. You've been doing a lot of the same recently, growing well in spite of an uncertain ground you stand on. And your determination will pay off once you realize you've got an advantage over those who've had an easier path. It's easy to envy others for striving, but give yourself credit for thriving in diversity. I know that's right. I don't know which pile is mine, if it's pile number 1 or pile number 2, because both of these so resonate. So if you've been feeling envious of other people, this is coming to an end. One good way to combat feeling envious and things of that nature is to focus on what's going well in your own life. And so perhaps this eclipse will have you looking at your life in different ways. You might also want to bring more lemon into your life, unless you have some kind of bodily aversion to it. But just bringing in, more citrus overall will be beneficial. What's coming to an end? So this says power over conjure scorpions, power to conjure lower vibrational forces. So this was actually, so this was in reverse. So this makes me feel like, again, people sending bad vibes your way, quote unquote, curses, low vibrational energies, power to conjure lower vibrational forces. So this again is, it's very interesting to me that it's sitting under inner power. So if there were low vibes, again, low vibes, low energy, I'm also hearing like substance abuse issues, could be substance abuse issues in the family that actually came through to you, through your bloodline. Also psychic attacks, making you feel tired, quote unquote, lazy for no reason. These things are coming to an end, and you will be gaining power over these low vibrational forces. Now this says power to conjure low vibrational forces, but again, this was in reverse. So we're not conjuring low vibrational forces. No, we are tapping into our inner power. And actually, with this being in reverse in the way that it is, it's like totally talking to each other. So it's like your inner power is overpowering low vibrational energies, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense. How am I going to just say I'm sure it makes sense? Okay. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this reading. If you've made it through so far, go ahead and put a crown in the chat. Okay, heart with the key, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together. So again, if you've been having blocks in the area of love, that is coming to an end. We have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So again, if you've been indulging in low vibrational energies or envy or all those things that we talked about before, these things are coming to an end because you are beginning to focus on yourself and doing your shadow work and taking your eyes off of other people, taking your eyes off of other people's pages, right? Keep your eyes on your own page, focusing on what you're doing, putting your projects together. If you've been like hate watching other people's videos or things like that, and just feeling not good enough, those things are coming to an end because you are taking control. So we have the Lovers here. So this can be a choice. This can also be sort of how you were raised, impacting the way you relate to other people as adults. Right? This also represents a choice, again, how are you going to act? This can represent third-party situations. And so this sort of, again, confusion in relating to other people is coming to an end. And even the colors are similar. Literally cannot make this up. Even the colors are similar. Wow. The moon always also represents illusion. Mountains represents areas of growth. We have a snake here, biting like the serpent, Adam and Eve, etc. In the traditional tarot, this is more of the obvious Adam and Eve story. But For me, this serpent and drawing blood, in my practice, the serpent represents healing. We actually use the serpent for healing. And if the serpent bites and draws blood, it's even better. Well, any animal that we work with, if in our dreams or in our meditations, if it draws blood, because it's like the power of the animal is going into your system. And so this to me also is like a messenger. This to me is like a message of how you could be changing, how you could be growing, how you could be healing. And perhaps you haven't been listening to that. And so the full moon is going to bring that to a close. Okay, we have the peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. So again, we have the snake, which also represents the rebirth. We have the peacock, which represents rebirth. So following your own wisdom, a lot of inner things here, right? Like obviously the clitoris is inner. We have inner power. We have, moving from self-indulgence to a real sense of power, following your own wisdom. And then we have the bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Holy smokes. Rebirth, rebirth. 5 representing freedom. Wow. That's really interesting. We said that, we said Rowan was summer. So let's look at my other deck and just see what months we're looking at. What did I do? Oh, here we go. Let's see what month we're looking at. What month, Spirit? What month are these changes? What month are these changes really going to kick off? We know that eclipse energy is for 6 months, but what months are we looking at? Okay, we got September. So September is still summer. So we're talking late summer here. Late summer. Late summer. Maybe you start to change your regimens, do things a little differently now, and then come late summer. We also have June here in reverse. But yeah, maybe you starting those regimens now and then really starting to see things pick up around September, which is exciting. June, July, August, September. Yeah, that's still within that 6-month window of the eclipse. And then I think the next eclipse is in October or November, I think. Anyway, that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what resonates and what didn't. And like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you picked the other goddess energy with the spiral, this is the pile for you. I cannot believe I lost that one earring. Same thing here. I lost that one earring. Isn't that a mess? I need to wear them together. That is a mess. So for some reason, I'm being told to do the months first. I'm not sure why, but what month will be very important for pile number 3, please? What month will be very important for pile number 3? Thank you. July. Okay. I'm here for it. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. So what doors are the eclipse closing, and what new opportunities are open? So we have stability, grounding, and truth with agate. It's stabilizing stone. Agate is used to balance the mind, body, and spirit, creating harmony in all areas of your life, much like the patterns on the crystal itself, grounding and supporting. So if you've been feeling shaky, perhaps the reading will tell me what areas of life feel the shakiest. But if you've been feeling unshaky, this appears to be coming to an end with the new moon. The full moon, an eclipse. A wonderful stone to heal resentment, Agate frees you from self-imprisonment of inner anger, replacing it with safety and security. Agate takes its time, vibrating at a slow and steady pace, and encourages you to take as much time as you need for the matters at hand. And it resonates to Gemini and Mercury. Interesting. Because this will be Cancer season, but July, Gemini starts in May and ends in June. So I wonder, I don't know. Maybe this is a Cancer season thing. I don't know. We'll see. We have conjunction, a union, merging, coming together. Interesting. So maybe what's coming to an end is this feeling of isolation. Didn't this say anger too? Anger, resentment. So if you have been distancing yourself from people, being in isolation for whatever reason, it feels like so far anyway that the eclipse is bringing that to an end. What else is ending? We have the sun, self-expression and embodying the truth. So yeah, if you have been isolating yourself, you know, the sun rules the 5th house, creativity, it rules Leo. Leo season is in July. That's interesting. So perhaps this is you coming out of your shell. Perhaps feeling more safe, more secure. You're having the urge to merge, and this has you being out in the world, exhibiting more self-expression. So we have spring here. So 1 + 4 is 5. And so I'm going to read what the book says, but this is making me feel like, again, yes, obviously this reading is happening in spring. And this is really making me feel like some of these changes you're going to start to make now. And then come July, they really start to take heed, but you're already maybe springing. You're already feeling a sense of renewal. But I'm going to read what it says. I'm ready to grow. Springtime, when the earth begins its deep inhale, awakening to signs of life and vibrancy after a time of dormancy, there is an urgency and excitement to get on with growing already. The spring season beckons you with the hope of all that is ready to be nurtured. You may have spent some time recently turned inward, allowing for rest and visioning. Now the energy has had a chance to replenish and build its supplies. You are ready to stoke the flames and begin again. So don't be afraid. If you've been keeping yourself isolated either because of the pandemic or because of, just the different things that are happening in the world, know that, or again, your own anger, your own resentment and things like that, now is the time to, come out and play with the rest of us. What else is coming to an end? Stone circle. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into yourself. So again, playing with others. Playing with others, not being so isolated. What's coming to an end? Sage provider of light. We have the scarab there, the scarab in the center, which is all about regeneration. Wow, I never noticed this before. Sage provider of light is written on these stairs. This feels very much like generational healing to me. This person's third eye energy. This is also feeling very like Kabbalah energy, but it's like all of their chakra energy is coming up I don't know if you can see. Yeah, their chakra energy here is coming up. It is connecting to the cosmos, but it's also going here. This is very complex and regenerating. So this is all about regeneration and then going to another level. So I feel like if there was ancestral energy or DNA frequencies that have been holding you back, that is coming to an end. But for this, I feel more like past life energy. Like, you know, it is believed that we reincarnate with the same soul group, the same family. And so this, all of this Egypt here is making me feel like, again, this is past life energy. Oh, I don't know why I didn't use the past life cards. I took them out. Maybe, oh, if they're going to be too hard to find, I'm not going to. Yeah, they're going to be too hard to find. But now I've said it, so I feel like I have to use them. Because if it was me, I'd be like, yes, give me that past life energy. So yeah, I feel like this is an end to whatever past life energy has been impacting you, pile number 3. So let's see. What past life energy is coming to an end? What past life energy is coming to an end for pile number 3? Thank you. So issues with male, female energies is coming to an end. So it could be issues with the mother or the father, especially since, like I said, I had that ancestral energy. What other energies are coming to an end? The arts and love life. So any creative projects that you have been stalling, I don't know if I said anything about that before, but any creative projects that you've been stalling on, it's time to bring those things out. And any areas of your love life that have been difficult, those things are coming to an end as well. All right, what else we got? We have Verbena. So Verbena, and we have Verbena in reverse. So Verbena, for me, I use Verbena to end bad habits, you know. Let's see what the book says. So I feel like this is coming to an end of, yeah, bad habits. And so this is wintertime here, this particular, these cards go by season. And so it says verbena is a plant of attraction known for its ability to compel docility in animals and kindness in people. This card is a sign that you are in the perfect position to build some new and positive relationships. It's time to win over some new friends and widen your network, but don't be insincere. Just be yourself and your determination and passion will shine through. So this was in reverse. So again, if you're keeping yourself in isolation, again, I said verbena, I use verbena for, you know, habit breaking. So if you've gotten into habits that's been keeping you separate, that is coming to an end. So wintertime again, wintertime, you know, again, spring, summer, and wintertime. This should be a year for you to be outside. What is beginning? Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. That I definitely am going to have to read because Isis can get complex. This is definitely not an ending. This one is a beginning. Serpent of Fire. If you have pulled this oracle along with the Eye of Horus, then you must be particularly careful with your thoughts, asking that any negative thoughts be cleared when you catch yourself thinking in such a way. Your mind has lots of power, and sending negative or vengeful thoughts towards another, even if it is just a rash moment of anger, can be harmful to them. If you catch yourself doing this, it is extremely wise to go into your heart and apologize to them and send them love. Even if it's just someone walking down the street or driving a car, the entire process happens in only a matter of seconds. So if you have been giving the evil eye, that's why we wear this evil eye. So that, people's wandering eyes, that energy can just, go right back where it came from. But also this reminds us of oneness with everything, oneness of the all, right? That we are all a part of this cosmic world. What else is coming to an end? Okay, it says chaser and codependent relationships, fear of abandonment. So chasing people with our minds also, right? Feeling like things won't just come to us, allowing good things to come to us. This is what the eclipse is bringing, an end to feeling like we have to chase things. Whoa, isn't that nuts that it sits right under love? Wow. Wow. That's something else. What else is coming to an end? Okay. So we have the Six of Swords. And so the Six of Swords has to do with, sailing away from things, sailing away from thoughts and things of that nature, right? This is typically a very good card, right? But this sailing away from negative thoughts. This is what the eclipse is bringing to an end. And then we have the Eagle, one of my favorites. You're learning all the aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So again, if you were feeling held back in any way, that is definitely coming to an end. Oh, shoot. And this conjunction could also be merging with your spirit in a new way. And so even though I said, I don't think that the eclipse it's a good idea on this lunar eclipse to do any ritual. You could do something this spring. Well, we still have several days before it's summer, like over a month. So yeah, plenty of time to do ritual this spring. Just wouldn't recommend it on the 15th of May. So again, yeah, merging with your spirituality. In my practice, we also use the eagle for leadership. So merging with your ability to be a leader, beginning to see yourself as a leader. And we know leaders don't chase. All right. What else is coming to an end? Let it shine. Lots of things about shining here, right? We have the sun here. So again, if you have been hiding yourself, that is coming to an end. I think one of the other decks had the peacock too, but from a different deck. I think it was pile number 2. What else is coming to an end? Oh, dolphins. This and that are true. So an end to illusion. So one of the things that I said in the other pile, because we had lots of owls, and owls represents the truth. And so here we are with the truth again. And so one of the things that my colleague said about the truth is that there is a lie in every truth and there is truth in every lie. And so being like that dolphin, we have the number 2, which represents duality. So you might be actually a Gemini, sun, moon, rising, or have Gemini somewhere prominent in your chart. I also would recommend looking at your second house if you have your birth chart, because Mercury, which rules Gemini, Mercury rules the second house. And so I encourage you to check that out and see, what that placement is looking like. But understanding that 2 things can be true at once. You don't have to be stuck, right, in one thing. And again, this has to do with allowing life to happen, allowing yourself to spring forth, allowing yourself to play with others while not chasing them, allowing opportunities to come to you, or maybe through you. Wow, that's interesting, but not feeling like you have to chase them. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Drop down in the comments and let me know if this resonates. Please like, share, and subscribe and help to get these messages out into the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.